guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got a little order of fish today. Let's see what kind of fun stuff we have to share. First thing out of the box, we have itty bitty fish. These look like wild green neons. Indeed they are. Green neons, of course, are on the neon special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off with a low cost of subscribing to our channel, which you probably already have. Here are some pea puffers, itty bitty guys. Restock on pea puffers for you. Back in season apparently, we can get them again. Here are Corridorus paleatus, tank raised pepper cories for you. That's a catfish. This is a marbled squeaker cat, or Synodonus shoutedeni, yellow marbled squeaker cat. They'll actually co-have those with the shoutedeni puffer. Here we have neon dwarf rainbows, the Peacocks. Nice size on these. A little bit bigger than the last couple times we've gotten them. Let's see, we do have a Betta in here. That looks like a split tail plecos, I believe. Got a couple of double tails in this week, so that's kind of cool. Dwarf anchor moths, or anchor catfish. Boy, dwarf anchor catfish, or moth catfish. That's what I'm trying to say. 3 times fast. A little bigger than average on those guys too. Sometimes they come in about a quarter of that size. Here we have rumminose tetras. Those, of course, are on the tetra special as well. Rumminose are your quintessential red-nosed tetra for your community tank. Yo-yo loaches, a fish that knows its own name, right on the side of the fish. Hey Brian, I see you there. What's going on? Let's see, assassin snails, for those pesky pest snails. Assassin snails, we'll have to take care of those. And here we have some more koi cats. These are false bandits, Corridorus millini. Nice size on the millinis this week. And that's that for the first box. And away we go. We're going to see if we can get through all these boxes in one take. It's a challenge. Barry wants to get to lunch. So first thing out, we have angelfish. These are white zebra angelfish. Nice. They said small, but those are very nice size small angelfish. Next up we have cardinal tetras. Should be about 50 of them in there. Restock on those guys. Of course, again, part of the tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Fire mouths. These are the Thorichis Miki firemouth cichlid. A nice Central American dude. Not as aggressive as some of the other Central Americans, but a nice cichlid. Serpe tetra, again on the tetra special. Lots of tetras on today's special, apparently. Next up is not a tetra, this is a horseface loach. Horseface loaches are known for swimming in the sand. They'll zip right under the sand for a while you watch. Another one of those double tail male bettas. And hatchets. Hatchets are indeed a tetra as well. These are dwarf hatchets, which of course would be a smaller one. Look like blackwings actually, which there's a guy called a Martha. It looks kind of like a marbled that's called a blackwing. Those are dwarfs with black pectorals. Here's more neon tetras, more for the tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. And here is an African cichlid, Melochromis auratus. Nice stripy little dudes. Pretty sexually dimorphic, those guys, meaning boys and girls have different patterns when they get mature. Pretty little fish, a little bit smaller than your average Mabuna type. Next box out of the stack here, we have a bag of cichlids. These are freckle-faced cichlids. Rahiros litiginosaurus. Sometimes I try to pronounce Latin just to make myself sound silly. Freckle-faced cichlids are interesting guy because I got little polka dots. Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to show off this guy. That's a double tail, but he's got that beautiful emerald in him. Super cool. Betta. Here we have a mono shrimp, a must for your planted tank. Gotta have a mono shrimp to take care of that slime or hair algae. Another cichlid, we have a jaguar cichlid. So we have 6 of them, but 1 in the bag. Maybe they separate bagged them, which would be unusual for a little guy. But maybe they did, we'll see. Maybe we just got 1, I don't know. Chili rasboras. That's Bora's Brigitte, which is your quintessential little firecracker for your nano tank. Pearl grammies. We carry 2 sizes of these. These are the smaller ones. A nice size for small ones, already showing some decent colors on some of the ones. Next up is dainty cories. Dainty cories have been awfully hard to get, but I'm happy to be able to offer them. They wrote something over the tag here. I don't know what they wrote there, but it's dainty cories, sure is, and a nice group of them. Get those when we can because they seem to be very seasonal these days. Emerald dwarf rasbora, we've been out of these for a little while. They're very similar to celestial pearl Daniel, but they got stripes instead of spots. Otherwise, a very similar looking little fish. Pygmy spotted rasbora, another of the broras or micro rasbora group. Pygmy spotted is usually run just slightly less expensive than the chilies. Here's another one. This one is the Broras navius, the strawberry rasbora. All these guys have slightly different patterns to them, thus the different names. You sometimes look at a group of them and you'll see that the difference in pattern can be a little bit hard to pick out. Though in general, the Bridgets or the chilies have a swoosh. The 3 spots have 3 spots, and the strawberries have kind of a little line. Here are tiger barbs. Restock on those guys. Been awfully popular this year. Tiger barbs are a great semi-aggressive community fish. Kind of nippy, but with the right group. Very beautiful. Here are glass cats. Nice community fish, but they get a little bigger than most people expect. 3-4 inches on those guys, which will be too big for a 10-gallon. Get yourself up into 20 to half a dozen of them, they'll be happy. Royal blue dwarf gourami. Lots of different types of dwarf gouramis. These are the royal blue version, which are a little more blue than red. Here we have Labdochromis calarius, which is the same as the lemon yellows, but these are the white variety, so almost an albino version. Let's see, red phantom tetra, also on the tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. They look kind of like clear phantoms right now, but they'll redden up when they get in the tank. Red phantoms are actually a gorgeous fish that are good replacement for like a serpent tetra, which is very nippy, but the phantoms really aren't. Common autos, we were out of those week before last, so I doubled up again this week. Make sure we didn't run out for you guys. Those are great for the brown algae on your plants. Very nice fish. Zebra Daniel, another semi-aggressive, kind of chasey, nippy community fish in the right group. They work out great, like the serpent tetras. Don't work out great with long, thin critters or things that get stressed out by all the extra movement. I think we're going to make it one take, guys. 1 plus first, of course, because this is just feeder comets. This is what I got shrimp. These are these blue lilies or these blues? Looks like blues. Yeah, these are got a blue lily in there too. But these are blue shrimp. These are red cherry shrimp. Nice restock on those. Actually, want to see them? Should have some ghost shrimp in here. Indeed, a whole bunch of ghost shrimp. Those were hard to get for a week or two, but we got those back in stock now. Red Rilly shrimp. I didn't realize I'd ordered red Rillies. I knew I ordered the blue Rillies. Apparently I ordered red Rillies. Maybe I ordered blues and got reds. Let's see if we got any in this box. First thing out of this box is little crabs. These are fiddler crabs. Super cool little shore crab. Mollies, these are the bloom-bodied mollies. Nice assorted colors on those guys. Sailfin mollies were available and assorted. I prefer to get them not assorted, so they're less likely to get each other sick, but we'll get those and treat them right away. They should find a good bag. Dwarf frogs, these are the albino dwarf frogs. Those guys sold quick class group, and they're a lot bigger than we've gotten them in the past, so very nice take on those. Premium guppies, these are the, we call them the Dumbos with the big fins. Really pretty, actually. Very nice group of guppies there. Black skirt tetras, haven't had those in a while. These used to be one of the most common, least expensive tetras. They've kind of crept up to regular tetra price. But they're kind of a nice, again with the surface, they do well. Feeder guppies, got a small batch of those this week. And what do we got in here? Oh yes, this is something cool. These are Fahaka puffers. Fahaka puffers have been really hard to come by in the last several months. They tend to be a little bit seasonal, even for the tank-raised ones. So 3 baby tank-raised Fahaka puffers. A little bit cold, we'll get those warmed up. We'll don't know if we got zeroed on the blue reelies or the blue reelies came in as red reelies. I'll have to double check that invoice. But did get the red reelies today. I was expecting a couple other things on the shrimp too. I was expecting yellow rice shrimp and didn't see them. I have to go through and see what they sent versus what we actually got. See what happened there. Here we have snails, mystery snails. Those are the magentas, I believe. Should have several different types here. Here are some gold mystery snails. True to form, we were kind of low on mystery snails, so we still had several over there. I decided I had to branch out and get some more colors. Here's a jades, maybe. Nice. Anyway, I went ahead and ordered all these mystery snails, and the next day I had somebody come and bring me about 200 mixed snails. So we got a lot of snails right now. Here's the ivory ones. Ivories and the golds are similar but a little different. And one more type. So, you know, I should have all the different types. This is nearite. That's a red spotted nearite. Okay, and that's all the snails we have, and that's all the fish we have. That's it for this week's fish order. Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got a lot of fish to show you today. Let's get right into them and see what we see. Now we got some fun stuff. Right out on the top we have some red and white raukans. Ooh, nice looking raukans. I think I was expecting red and white orandas on that, but that's all right. The raukans look amazing. Galaxy Candy Koi Betta. And red warrior. What's a red warrior? It's like a samurai with red instead of black. Nice. I like it. Am I going to keep showing bettas today? Why not? Another red warrior. I saw this guy once. Oh, look at that pattern. That is really cool. Oh, I like that. Let's see if he's here by the time the video airs. I'm trying to get him out earlier this week. Let's see. Assorted blue angelfish. By golly, got some ponois in there. Some zebras. That's a nice group of fish. A little bit more than our average assorted angel price. There's another candy male. Didn't go too nuts on bettas today. Got a few really nice bettas on the way. Ooh, I was able to score some more leopard frog plecos, so I did keep selling out of leopard frog plecos faster than I can buy them. So there we go. We're restocked on those. And nice size on these guys. These are the gray leopard canthus. I brought in a small size of these. They say 3 inches on this. This looks like a 2-incher to me. I had 2.5-incher, but nice size anyway. They actually had them on special, so that'd be the price of the 2-incher anyway. Another leopard frog. Here's something we've only had a few times in the last 5 years. This is datinoid, the silver thin bar datinoid. Super fun fish, big guy. So make sure you're ready for that project. Neon tetras. Got a whole bunch of neon tetras. Somebody darn near cleaned me out of neons this week, so we restocked in a big way. Yeah, more neons. Celestial Pearl Daniels, ran out of those last week, so we doubled up on them this week. We got a nice batch of big fat Celestial Pearl Daniels. Another emerald can. Oh my gosh. You see why I don't spend time videoing the bettas, because then I get fanboyed and you guys say, don't you like bet? No, I like bettas, but we could spend all day just looking at each individual one. And why wouldn't we? Because look at that guy, a butterfly. Looks like a Thai flag. I think I ordered Thai flags this week. Let's see, that's something I haven't had in a really long time either. These are green Texas cichlids. Green Texas is a big fish. That guy can be a carpentus. I mean, that can be like a big flower horn. Oscars, speaking of big fish, this is tiger Oscars. Restock on those guys. Sold completely out of Oscars this week. Remind people that's a 17-inch fish. Female assorted guppies, nice colors in there. Restock on those guys as well. Let's see if we can get another box going before we get interrupted and have to run to a different project. Let's see, more cichlids. Who are they? Nandopus tetracanthus. This is a Cuban cichlid. I don't think I've ever had the Cuban cichlids here. Cool fish, unusual. One of the only fish that comes out of Cuba, so super cool on that. Here is red and white pearl scales. They're the ones that look like they have dropsy. Really small guys, which I'm hoping that means they'll actually ship in pretty good. A lot of times they come in really big and really ammoniated. So that's pretty cool. More cool bettas. This is red rim, they called him. Oh yeah, sure enough. I thought it was like a samurai without much black on it, but no, it's got a dark red and black. That's really pretty. Black samurai. Ooh, with little speckles. Dang, he kind of looks almost like a chocolate grommet. Very cool fish. Cories, this is a restock on Corydoras atropersonatus, which is the polka dot cory. Get those whenever I can get a hold of those guys. Super, super cool cory. And not always available. Albino tiger oscars, more giant fish. Remember, 17 inches. Let's see. Butterfly, different color pattern on this guy. Very cool betta. And then we have dwarf petricholi cats. Restock on those guys. Another fish I bring in whenever I can get them. They're not always available, but they're great for anything from your community tank all the way up to your African cichlids. Sea mine nearite. Brought in a batch of these a couple weeks ago. Flew out of here as fast as a snail can slime. So we got a whole nother batch of those. Super cool. They're a type of nearite. So they're gonna like the hard water real well and not reproduce in your tank. Here are tiger barbs. Big bunch of those guys do pretty well. Get too small a group, they will pick the fins right off your other fish. So make sure you get them in big groups. These are reticulated hillstream loaches. Restock on those guys. We sell an absolute ton of hillstreams. In general, reticulated are definitely our best seller of that group. More bettas. This is that Thai flag I told you about. Fantastic. Sometimes you get these guys and they've actually been colorized. With any luck, this guy is actually true color. Nice, brilliant blue with red tips. Beautiful fish. Emerald candy, again, a very fantastic looking fish. And green tiger barbs. Restock on those guys. Well, I think we're completely out of them this week, so we had to get a whole bunch more. Very popular fish these days, along with the regular striped guys. More goldfish. This is the red and white orandas I was looking for. There's some wins on those guys, not bad. Not a bad size. Nice orandas. I think I got red caps in here too. Let's see. Yes, indeed, there are the red caps. Red cap orandas. So I got ranchus, orandas, pearl scales. I thought I had ranchus coming. Maybe I don't. Albino tiger barbs. That's the third type of tiger barb. All the same fish, different color pattern. The greens, the albinos, and the regulars. All of them represented today. Here are more angelfish. These are your koi colored ones. That's a yellow, white, black, and a little bit of red if you're lucky. Nice looking angelfish. And that's it for that box. And we're back. Another box of cool fish. Out of the box we have, these are albino Congo tetras. Haven't had those in a little while. Albinos are actually pretty fantastic. The males on those still have the shiny colors, just have the white, opposed to these guys, which are your regular old Congo tetras. Nice big males in there, good group of Congo tetras, super cool. Love having that size around. Next we have Odessa barbs, restock on those guys. Don't get them in that often. They got the bright yellow fin on the top, cool pattern on the side. Not as aggressive as some of your other types of barbs. Oh wow, monster. Maybe the biggest one we've gotten. This is a giant plecos male betta. Unreal blue on him. Let's see, another samurai betta, and that's another galaxy koi. Nice, galaxies and candies. I don't know how to tell the difference, but I gotta tell you, they're all cool. Another black samurai. And here we have a mono shrimp to eat your hair algae. Gotta have that. And another giant betta. I should order these like 10 at a time because we always run out. They're always very short supply. Super, super cool. This is not a betta. This is an ornate biker. Get a chance to actually see him in there. Ornate bikers have been very popular. They're a little bit more obnoxious than some of your other biker types, but still super pretty, super cool. Borneo suckers. These are a type of hill stream, sometimes several different types of hill stream. Very fun, relatively inexpensive, nice fish. Oh, baby monster, here's a silver arowana. Usually keep one in stock, and you know, they sell fast, and I always wonder where those 300-gallon tanks are. It's really hard to get them that big because they do things to take themselves out of the gene pool, jump out of tanks, break tanks, things like that. These guys are the opposite. These are flame dwarf grammies, great for your community tank. Will not break your tank or get too big. African butterfly fish, this guy will jump out of your tank. Even the smallest little hole, they'll zip right out the top. So make sure you keep a good top for your African butterfly, otherwise very cool. Red rim, we had one of these in the other box. Yeah, he does. He's got kind of a smoky red rim. That guy is half moon candy. Cool, nice big fins on a candy Betta. What else we got here? We got electric blue acaras, restock on those guys. Love the electric blue acara, one of our most popular American cichlids. Rabbit snails, haven't had any new ones in quite a while. Might have a couple of babies over there, but these are nice big orange rabbit snails. Super pretty, super fun to snail. These are Phoenix rasboras. I thought we had chilies for a second. Hard to tell the difference between a chili and a Phoenix unless you know what you're looking for. A little different pattern on them. Still bright red, very nice little guy. Ooh, bigger on this one. This is another one of those gray leprechaunthus. This one is actually looks 3 inches, so one a little bigger than the other. Last bag in this box is cardinal tetras. I don't think I mentioned it yet on this video, but of course we still do our tetra special. Buy 4 more of any tetra, and we'll give you 25% off just for subscribing to the YouTube channel. All right, big box today. There's the fire with the worms. First thing is lots of feeder guppies. Always got to have feeder guppies. This way. Tetras, these are the Von Rios. Von Rios are the red ones. Also get the orange ones in. We have those in stock, but the Von Rio reds for today's order. Snails. This should be, I think some zebra neorites would be my guess. Yes, indeed, zebra neorites. That's how good my memory is from Monday to Wednesday. Here we have some guppies. These are the Dumbo guppies. We got in a group of those last week. Looks like ordered a dozen. Looks like they gave us maybe 6. Very nice guppy. They flew out of here quick last time. Pink-tailed Celsius, restocked those, got those in, and sold most of them out right away too. So we bought some more of those guys. Remember, those guys can get 10 inches. They're community-ish, but they got big teeth, and they do get quite large. These are the long-fin serpe tetras. Long-fin serpes are another one of those guys. Serpes are known for being a bit nippy for tetras. Not the same as your tiger barbs, really. So make sure you do them in a school and not with long-fin fish. Or feeder guppies. Grab that bag 3 times. Here are, what are you? Oh, red-top topayos. These are a type of earth eater, red-top topayos. Whenever I can find them, I grab them. They usually go out of here fairly quickly. Red-top topayos are a pretty neat earth eater. Geophagus species topayos. Last bag in this particular box is it's bent, but these are the rocket clown killies. Rocket clown killies, of course, little top-dwelling nano fish. Super cool little dudes. Let's see what's in the bottom box. I know we got some goldfish coming. Feeder goldfish, black worms, and it looks like we've got ghost shrimp. Got a whole batch of ghost shrimp in there. We'll look at those. Oh, there's a bag that's not that. Let's see what it is. We have shrimp this week. I do. Oh, I doubled up on a mono shrimp. These are a little smaller than the other batch, but nice batch of a mono shrimp. Make sure we have enough because we go through a lot of those guys. And that's it for this week's orders, guys. Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got a kind of a small order this week. Let's see what kind of fun stuff we have. I know we got some feeders in here, a little bit short on those. Got in some really obnoxiously cool things. Let's see how it goes. This first bag is fiddler crabs. Restock on those guys. Sold out completely last week. Super cool. Little not fish, but super cool anyway. We have some cocoa pebbles or fruity pebbles. These are glow danios. Glowfish that are danios. Looks like we got a double box. Let's see what's on the bottom. A little bag of feeder comets. They're had some extras of those this week, so we didn't overorder. Weren't able to get feeder guppies this week, but we actually have a bunch of local ones that came in, so we got you on those. Here are red crystal shrimp. Red crystal shrimp, of course, fantastic Caradinia shrimp, best sellers. Also got in some yellow rice shrimp. Those are a Neocaradinia yellow version. Some argument whether or not green is a failed yellow or yellow is a failed green. I don't know. These are Rilly shrimp. These are the orange Rilly. Rillies, of course, are the ones with the really cool white stripe in the middle. Everybody likes a Rilly joke about Rilly shrimp. I really do. Alright, next up we have something totally different. Eels. These are peacock eels. We have not had peacock eels in ages. Regular old Macronathus siamensis, the peacock eel, not the spotted or the other versions. It's an actual peacock eel. Oh, cool. This is Lanacara basanchi, Nahomo reef yellow, peacock male. Got 3 of these guys on the order. Nice big males. I like to get into big peacocks when I can. Here we go, some twig cats. Restock on these guys. Love having Farluellas, just to say the name. Royal, not the royal, this is regular Betta. Farluella twig cat. A few bettas in this order, just a few. Got some regular old veils, but those are some fantastic looking regular old veils. So super cool that. Next is Giordani dwarf anchor catfish, or we call them a moth cat. Super cool little nano catfish. Selling a lot of them, so we've been ordering a lot of them. Mega Clown Pleco L340, haven't had those in a little while. Came up on the list, so we grabbed them. Because I've never met an L number, I didn't want to have duplicates or triplicates. Here's another one. Duplicates. And another one. Same thing we get once, we should get 3 times. Here's an African butterfly fish. Super cool top dwelling fish. Big enough mouth to eat small fish and very good jumpers. They can go in your community tank of larger fish reasonably well. Another one of those Basenjis. And that's a baby monster. Silver arowana. Super popular to get these baby arowanas. Remember, those guys are a 4-foot fish, full size. You need a very large tank to house those properly, and they're really good jumpers. Great enough pond as long as there's a net to keep them from ending up into the next county. Super neat fish. Make a little bit of room here and do one more box. Looks like 2 more, I guess. Let's see, this is chili rasboras. Restock on the hottest little nano fish on the planet. They're chili, right? Green lace guppy. Green lace guppies are part of a guppy restock this week. Got several different ones to choose from. Oh, super cool. These are the little Ivanovs, blue-eyed rainbow. Sunamogal Ivanovs, see. Don't get those very often, so grab them when they show up. They're super neat little version, similar to all these Sunamogols. Here are a mono shrimp, restock on those guys. Always keep a great stock on a mono shrimp. They eat the algae in your planted tanks or otherwise. More veiled bettas. That's a nice blue, that's a red. We have purple on the other. Super nice, inexpensive bettas this week. Next up we have cardinal tetras. Kind of silver in the bag, always do. Restock on those guys because we sell an absolute ton of cardinal tetras on the Tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off if you subscribe to the channel. Blue Phantom Pleco L128. We haven't actually had those in a couple of months. They've been out of stock. Glad to be able to offer those. And sold out these last week. These are South American puppers. They're in season right now, so we've been able to get them fairly regularly, and as long as we can get them, we do keep them in stock. Super fun, easy-going little pupper. Another of those blue phantoms. I don't know if you can see it in the video very well. There he is. Super cool. Remember, 8-inch fish on those guys. Good size, but not huge. Decent little algae eater, actually. Here's a bandit cichlid. Somebody was asking me if I could get these. We'd had some and sold them out. I liked them so much they wanted more, so they showed up. They were about a once-in-a-year type of catch, so I was happy to find those. Green neons restock, another one on the Tetra special. Got a big bunch of little green neons for you. A little space here. We'll do the last box. You guys just right over there. Convenience. All right. Last box. We have. Oh wow, Apollo sharks. These are tiny now, huge later, 10-inch, fast fish. Really cool fish if you got a big tank. 180, 210 works very well for those. Probably doing a 125. Blue dolphin, this is an African cichlid, bright blue obviously, that's the name, blue dolphin. Got two sizes of those today. Yep, here's another, the larger ones. Should have some small ones also. Blue dolphins are very popular. Big fish, get 12 inches. More of those guppies. This is a variegated blue guppy. Or blue variegated. Looks more variegated than blue to me, but pretty. And here we have Siamese algae eaters. Restock on those guys. We like to keep a lot of those around. If you got a bigger planted tank, they work as well as a mono shrimp to keep that hair algae down. One of the few critters that actually eats hair algae pretty often. That's another blue dolphin. Here we have more guppies, red snakeskin guppies. Super pretty. Haven't had those in a couple of weeks. Red wolffish. Again, another thing that's in season right now. Red wolffish are a super cool species tank type fish. They can be with other fish about the same size, not with other wolffish. They will knock the short out of each other and try to put them in together. Speaking of which, here's another guy that tends to be a species tank. This is a gulper catfish. Itty bitty guy. They can eat things though, the same size they are. Get about 12 inches, thank goodness, otherwise they'd probably eat whales. They are incredible eater, those guys. And last bag is, as I promised, the blue dolphins. These ones are actually pretty good size, not that much smaller than the bigger ones, so real good value on those. And that's it for this week's order, guys. A little tiny fish order.